Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on the platform of Darshanik, we are going to continue our discussion of gender-based essay topics. And in this lecture guys, I am going to discuss with you one very important topic. We already discussed, or I hinted you about this topic, but we will discuss in detail this topic in this class, that is glass ceiling effect. So I told you the glass ceiling is a psychological barrier. Okay, it is a ceiling but which is invisible. So it is a psychological barrier that stops some section of a society, some people, to go up and achieve the leadership role. And so this glass ceiling, which is like invisible barrier that is present. So glass ceiling is an invisible systematic barrier that prevents certain people from rising to senior level position within organization. So glass ceiling is not only about women. Yes, it is observed more about women, but it is about even people of a lower caste communities, because even people from those caste communities are not accepted or seen that they will be able to run organization in better way and not accepted to be good in a leadership roles. So glass ceiling is any such a psychological barrier that prevents any person or a community, okay, from getting appointed or going up the organizational ladder, going up to a higher position where they are seen or considered to be good, because they are not seen or perceived to be good in leadership roles. And I told you this is the stereotype, okay, glass ceiling, because this stereotype and stereotypes are always towards the social group, society. We have discussed irrational, illogical beliefs. So why irrational, illogical beliefs? Because it is assumption that female won't be able to run organization in a good way, because being a leader means being largely being leader means being shrewd, one who takes very cold, tough, hard decisions. Qualities that are not observed or seen to be integral to female personality. Female are perceived to be more compassionate, empathetic, etc. So for example, as a leadership role, let's say company is not doing good and you have to fire 30% of workforce. Such a decision you have to take. Female won't be able to take those, being more empathetic, etc. And that's how this stereotype starts working, and female, despite their capabilities, are sidelined from while giving a final position as a MD, CEO in a leadership roles. Now guys, why this stereotype got created? One of the major reason is a historical one, and with this history, our attitude, belief, or values got shaped. And this reason is that historically, those people who led, okay, were largely people of higher caste communities, and mostly those were kings, males. There were hardly any example of female ruling the empire. Okay, very few, like Ahilyabai Holkar or Jijamata, who ruled when Shivaji Maharaj was younger. Okay, and such examples, or even the Queen of Jhansi, who led her forces in a battle, ya Rani Didda in Kashmir, etc., ya Razia Sultana. So, but these are very exceptional examples where they led their military unit or their kingdom or so on. But largely, okay, for thousands of years, okay, the rulers were the kings, the males. And being ruler in those time period means, one, you have to take very strategic, shrewd, cold, hard decisions, because without such a personality, he won't be able to survive. Sometimes you have to take very tough decisions, okay, which may be like you emotionally you might not be able to take. So like when Shivaji Maharaj was stuck up in Panala fort, somehow he managed to escape from that fort, and he was running towards the Vishalgarh, the another fort. But then people who was controlling that Panala fort and trying to capture Shivaji Maharaj, they started to pursue Shivaji Maharaj, and now point reached, because Shivaji Maharaj and his men were on foot, and reaching the other fort, Vishalgarh, it was going to take a lot of distance and time. So then, and the military forces were nearby. So one of his commander, okay, said that you take half the soldiers and go to that fort, attack that fort, and enter the fort. And till then, okay, I will guard this area, I will guard this road, and I will not let enemy pass. Now enemy का 4-5,000 का soldiers were approaching, and hardly Shivaji Maharaj had 500-600 soldiers with him, and half of them only he could leave behind, and with this 300 soldiers or so, okay, that commander is going to face 2-3-4,000 ka military. This is going to be a slaughter for those people. But as a king, then he will have to take okay, some hard tough decisions, okay, and then this half of the forces stood the ground, and they fought very bravely, very fiercely, stopping that enemy military till Shivaji Maharaj reaches the other fort and fires the cannon. And that cannon was the like a what do you call is an intimation that I have reached the fort safely. And till they don't hear the fire, that cannon being fired, these soldiers stood the ground and did not let enemy pass. But then, being a king, you will have to take okay such a hard, rough and tough decisions. But guys, this that in ancient time period or medieval time period, that was needed. If you want to face the enemies, you have to take such a very strategic decision, brave decisions. But in today's world, okay, this, so largely in those time period, leadership got associated with the masculine traits. Okay, leadership got associated more with the what you call one who takes those tough decision as a king, as a leader. But in today's world, when we are running a company, okay, that kind of qualities are not required. We don't have to take rather any tough decisions. Rather, decisions that need to be taken are like you can think, calculate, check balance sheet, do analysis, a lot of analysis. You have a lot of time for your disposal, and then you can calibrate, recalibrate, think properly, and then you will get a lot of this data, etc., database decision, quantifiable decision you have to take. You have to even think of all short-term, long-term impacts of your decision making, and with that, okay, you have to run the organization. And that's why then rather female, because they like are more considerate, empathetic, more like they take all this aspect and calculative decision making they make. Rather, they are like in today's time period, they the organization run by females, okay, proved to be actually running in more sustainable manner, in more what do you call in a more like this organization, we have less cases of let's say tax fraud or even that workplace violence are less in a female-led organizations. And so, but over a time, this stereotype got created that being leader means being filled with the masculine traits. But today that might not be the condition. That's why this impact, glass ceiling, is actually hampers companies' growth. And rather, if you have more females in leadership role, rather they will be able to bring more new perspective to the administration, to the governance. They will be able to make products which are more designed from females perspective. Rather, they will be increase the business of the organization and along with other advantages that it has. But this stereotype, guys, then prevents females mobility to the higher positions. So basically,